Welcome back, y'all. For round one of the playoffs, the Halifax Hawlucha are taking on the Collingwood Corviknights. Middy took on during the regular season, got a pretty lucky win, and this time I think it's about time we redeem that win and prove that we are worthy of winning without a bunch of dark bold flinches. That being said, Greninja is here, so I wouldn't necessarily mind if we got a bunch of flinches again, but I don't expect it to happen. Okay, starting out with Great Tusk, we're running Chester Resto this game. This team happens to have a lot of really good physical attackers, specifically Gliscor, Infernape, Slacking, Lycanroc, Scizor, and Max Caliber, and the Delmize and Mick too. So basically, the idea here is Great Tusk can take a bunch of substantiated damage and then rest it off and be able to check more things as the game progresses. Obviously, I'm going to have to look out for Nidoqueen, Slowking, and Togekiss, but we've got a few other options. Special Infernape kind of bites me as well, but Penelope is here for that. So that's our set for that. All right, Penelope's coming in. Leftovers. We're going to run this as our Stealth Rock lead. Thunder Wave, Encore, and Dazzling Gleam. The idea is that after we get our rocks up, we can switch this thing out and then use it later on to take on Excalibur. Excalibur is not to be taken lightly because, boy, is that thing threatening. I mean, Swords Dance, Scale Shot, that has the potential to just wipe through this team, and I am definitely not straying away from the consequences of that. I'm keeping that in mind. All right, Salamence, I really want to use this season. I haven't had a lot of opportunities to, and I said, hey, why the heck not? So the reason I didn't bring this the first time I played Middy is because Cell Rock from Lycanroc can pretty much do enough damage to kill me at any range, or at least I thought. But actually, according to Calix at this EV spread, even Choice Band of Cell Rock Adamant won't kill. So the idea is I can survive a hit, get an Earthquake, get a Moxie, and then start cleaning through this team. We have enough things on this team to actually break Temper Flares for Scizor. Outrage hits pretty much everything on the team that's not Scizor. So that's always nice. And then Iron Head is for any kind of Togekiss. We have Emperor Kevin for Togekiss, but it's always an option. Emperor Kevin, Choice Scarf this week. We're running just enough outspeed everything on this team. Surf, Flash Cannon, Flip Turn, and Defog. The idea is that we can catch something off guard with our speed tier and maybe get an early kill on something like Lycanroc, maybe Gliscor, maybe Infernape, maybe Excalibur, I don't know. But hopefully the rocks doing damage over time, residual, will leave something vulnerable to this mon. And Flip Turn for momentum, we'll be able to get this thing in a little more often. Okay, Frederick, Greninja, we got U-Turn, Water Shuriken, Surf, Dark Pulse. What do you know, exact same set. Almost as if I literally swept Middy with this last time. I'd be stupid not to bring this. To be fair, I swept because of luck, but I mean, it also just is a great matchup into this team. I know that there are going to be a bunch of checks and counters to make sure that doesn't happen again. I don't really care. I think Greninja is still pretty good in this matchup. Come to think of it, do you get Flip Turn? No? Okay. So U-Turn's just better in every variety. Cool. Just making sure. Alright, so Frederick coming back, and hopefully he does just as much damage as last time. I think he can. Don't delete Frederick. Okay, and finally Arcanine, we're running the full Wall Breaker set. We have the speed tier to outspeed pretty much everything in this, except for Infernape, Slacking, Gliscor, and Excalibur. I think we are slower than Togekiss at the speed tier 2, but I don't really care. The idea here is I can Terra on Infernape, or literally anything that's out, and get off a Terra Fire, Flare Blitz, and just break through walls. At Adamant, this is able to 2-hit KO Slacking, which is not Slacking, Slowking, but also Slacking, which is really, really nice. And yeah, hopefully with my 2 water type starters, I can pivot in into and out of things. I can bring this in pretty often and get some kills. Debated bring Baton Pass here, but I decided that Encore Thunder Wave is probably the best route to go. Maybe not Encore. We'll see how I feel, but I felt like Encore just was better into like Slowking and Gliscor, the whole works. So yeah. Okay, guys. Week 1 of the playoffs. I'm gonna be real with you. The reason these uploads have been so infrequent and they're coming out so late is because my life is so crazy right now. I've got school and all this stuff, so losing in the playoffs this round. I won last year. I'd love to defend our title, and I know we will. I'm not going to throw this game or anything, but if I lose this game, not the end of the world either. Life's crazy, and to be honest, playing another playoff round and prepping for it and all that, that's stressful. So we'll see how it goes, but nonetheless, I'm going to bring my A game, and I fully expect to get a W. So let's go kill it. See you then, guys, when the game starts. All right, welcome on in. So we've got Lycanroc, unfortunately, just because be something I'm going to have to play around. Muck, which is always a fun one. Togekiss, Infernape, Slowking, and Gliscor. So, according to my research, I think Empoleon is actually a fire lead in this game. It could catch something off guard, and I don't think we really died anything from any Mon. Did we kill Lycanroc? I know, because we kill Infernape. I actually prepped this before the game started. Yeah, we do. So, I'm going to lead Empoleon. This is nice because we can flip turn on this and it doesn't immediately reveal that we're Scarf, yeah? So, in terms of like what it wants to do, I imagine Toxic Spikes is probably on the table, yeah? Does that get that? I think it does. Yeah. So, I mean, Muck is... I know it's different stats for Alola, but it's actually pretty spatially bulky. But for now, I'm going to flip turn out. Hopefully I outspeed. No, I obviously outspeed. And we can get into we can get to Manny. Big chip. I don't want to get toxic, but also we have Resto Chesto, so it's not the biggest deal in the world. Okay, so I figured that was probably the play, yeah. Okay. Let's follow that up. We could do a couple things. Togekiss is on the table for a potential switch in here. I wouldn't love that because we don't really want to get anything in on this. I mean, the only Pokemon that we can send out until this Toxic Spike is gone, really, are Toothless and Emperor Kevin, right? So the idea is, if we had Rapid Spin, that obviously would be the play here because it would check so many Mons here. How much does Muck do versus Great Tusk? Great Tusk. So not actually a lot. Specifically my weaker moves. I'm gonna go ahead and Ice. I'm gonna go ahead and Earthquake because Toxic Spikes might come out here. I think a second layer is gonna come up under the presumption that I'm gonna spin away the first layer. That would be my prediction. So that's probably what we go. I think the better play here would have been going into Forsberg, yeah. But no use in beating ourselves up over it. Yeah, so good play. In terms of how I check Togekiss, my Arcanine isn't actually faster. I could have given it a few speedy EVs that needed to do that, but if I remember correctly, it actually would have put it over the... No, well, 277. Yeah. So it is what it is. Obviously, I'm not staying in here. I'm going to go into Emperor Kevin. I imagine I'm going to get paralyzed, which is a huge shame, but it is what it is. We can either... How much does Flash Cannon do into Togekiss? Obviously, I'd rather not be pivoting around, but with these Toxic Spikes on the field, but that does like 78, 79. Boots, Wish Penelope would have been great, but again. How much would Great Tusk have even done? I don't imagine it's a lot. Would have been over half. So, you don't have to beat those, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to make some pretty straightforward plays at the beginning. They're going to be straightforward as in, like, they're reasonably predictable, but it's also, like, not too predictable so that I don't, like, not like, game-altering plays that will completely throw away my game if I don't make the right call. So... Thunder Wave, I assume. Damn. Damn. That did a lot. Aura Sphere. I'm willing to probably lose this. In this case. To get rid of the things. And then... Well, let's see. Air Slash versus Empoleon. It's gotta be some spec stuff, right? Because that did a whole lot of damage. Nope, it's just offensive. Okay. I'm gonna defog. Hopefully we see a switch here. I doubt it, but there's always a chance I could preserve Empoleon here. That'd be great. If not, we can send in Arcanine, who does kill, right? Yeah, Flare Blitz absolutely kills. And it kills everything on this team in 2 hits. Gliscor? Actually? Well, no, we're adamant. Come on. Yes, it does. We don't have speed, though. It's a shame. But, yeah, just really great pressure on this part. But, yeah, there isn't really a lot I could answer to. I can't afford to have specifically Screamtail poisoned for this, for my plans. I mean, Great Tusk obviously doesn't like being poisoned, but the way I have my set up, it doesn't really matter. So maybe it would have been better to just keep Empoleon alive. I don't know. Or get the damage. But I think that getting the Toxic Spike put away was probably our best call. Our best bet. And nice thing is, even though Gliscor lives a hit, it can't actually 2 KO me. It can't 2 KO me, but it can't out-KO me. Let me rephrase. So, and that's also with max bulk. If it's especially bulky, I think it dies. Yeah. That was minus defense, so ignore that. But it has a chance of dying if you get rock set. So I'm 100% staying in on this too, because if we can kill this here, that'd be awesome. If not, we get some more chip on something else. So that was great. I was more so expecting a switch into something else. Yeah. Specifically like I don't know. Like maybe Slowking, but even then that's not a really good call. I would have probably sent in Gliscor myself, because I run Scarf a lot this season. So, I think that's a pretty reasonable assumption. I'm assuming the Protect was just get some reverse shit. That's what I'll call recovery. And after that, we'll get it into like. Does this actually kill Lycanroc? Point blank. I mean, no. By Gliscor. So I'm expecting Lycanroc here. Best thing about the way my Great Tusk set is set up here, I can always, okay. So even a physically bulky one actually is actually a 2 KO here. I'm gonna get this thing out of here. Screamtail. Okay, we're gonna encore you, so you can't get up the light screen. Yep, and then we're gonna Thunder Wave. Or do we Stealth Rock? Mach is coming out, yeah. Stealth Rock, yep. So here we So we'll see if this is Light Clay or not. I imagine it isn't. Like, this is just pure Reflect. But I think the best case scenario for me is if it's not like clay, and I get Dragon Dance up here. How much does that do to Muck? Salamence. Am I adamant? I think I am. Yeah. Yeah, no, Reflect is a great bring. Claws all around. Good work. So, +1. That will not kill. I'm not liking that. Is this like physically bulky? Oh, it's like fully physically. Okay, this is probably gonna kill them. I think we bring this out, yeah. And then best case scenario is I can somehow pull this out with Arcanine after I weaken this a little. No rock resist left on the team. There wasn't a rock resist to begin with, to be fair, but it is what it is. So knock off here, that's a little bit dangerous, but I think Ice Punch might come out, yeah. Which I'm not really willing to risk. So, because if I Ice Punch, obviously. Poison Touch is really annoying, except not really, because it would have happened either way. Yeah. Okay, it is light clay. That is pretty important. Okay. Suddenly really wishing I was Roost, yeah. Alright, it's okay. How much does this do and how much does this do? And Reflect it only does half. But I need the chip. Really? No, it's 24. Okay, fine. I'll bite. I was asking for that, like, I want Muck paralyzed. I need to just start passing around paralysis. That's how I'm gonna win this game. My win cons here are Great Tusk for Ninja and Arcanine, and I'm going to just have to pass around a bunch of paralysis, pesky paralysis. Thunder Wave. I'm gonna make a risky move here. Saying the idea is it'll probably click like knockoff or something, and I can encore it into that, or the Thunder Wave. Hopefully, yep, and that's getting encored, preventing it from getting any more spikes up. We aren't letting that happen. Yeah. Have I done any damage to this thing? No, very obviously not. Well, actually, we could use this turn to scout, but I also want to keep this thing healthy. So the idea is I'm gonna have to just click Toothless here and try to get it to bite. But I know it's likely Lycanroc that could come out here. Lycanroc could come out, or yeah, I mean I'm fine with that. So Slowking, when I'm at +1, That's fully physically bulky. It does about 65%. I'm going to outrage, throw this game, and it's dead. That's great. That's mainly really good for screens not being an issue anymore. I know Togekiss or the other thing could come out here and just... Can I switch? No. Worth a shot. So this is boots. I think we might be able to live... No, or Sphere did that much to Napoleon. There's no way we live that. I think... Good job, Settlements. I'm proud of you. You killed Slowking. That's a pretty big issue for the rest of this team. You've done your job well. You gotta die. I'm sorry. It is what it is. And then we can... Once this dies, if this dies, the Togekiss here, what we can do is... Luckily, we can send in Arcanine and get another kill. So, it's awesome. Good stuff. And, yeah. The idea is Arcanine can switch in and out between, like, it can switch in on any of the Pokemon there, and Togekiss can get a kill, and we can kind of just pivot back and forth until Arcanine slowly whittles through this team, with Slowking gone. Yeah. Oh! You live that? Okay. I'm gonna Iron Head. I think that does kill. It's cool. I saw Rocket's going to come out and kill me here, but that's quite alright. And the remaining team members are now all weak to ground, so I can kind of just break through, yeah. I would love to keep this for differential. I really appreciate what Settlements has done for me this game, but that's not really sustainable, so I don't know if this thing that's going to set up or anything. I better not toy with that, yeah. Alright, Manny's coming out, and you're clicking Earthquake. I know that if Infernape is special, which it very well could be, I'm gonna obviously check around that before I get too ahead of myself. But if it is, I could lose. So, yeah. How much does this do? Man, holy cow! Infernape's here. See. Grass knot? Okay. We paralyzed this thing and no longer it's outsped. Great Tusk is no longer outsped. So, yeah, that's notable. It's good that I called the special Infernape. And, yeah, as long as I play this endgame well, which I think I should be able to, I could Encore this into Grass Knot, but honestly, if it stays in and I paralyze it, I win the game anyway. So, no need to... and this works in either scenario. It works for Lycanroc. It makes my Lycanroc scenario easier. It makes my Greninja scenario easier. Greninja already comes in at this point and wins, unless it's a Scarf, which even then, I don't think it is. So, could be though. Could be. Oh. That's pretty unfortunate, but it is what it is. Hopefully we can land this next one. Good on Middy to call that here. That is absolutely the right call. Okay. We go Great Tusk. Greninja's gonna come in here. Infernape could come in here, actually. I think maybe the right call is to, is to Surf. Is to let this thing die. Click Dazzling Gleam here. Let this thing die. Go into Greninja, click Surf. How much does Life Orb Water Shuriken do? Just right off Frederick. Life Orb Water Shuriken does, enough to kill. That's with 3 hits. Let's see, 2 hits minimum. After Dazzling Gleam, yeah, it will. I think, and then I don't know how much it does to Infernape, but especially after a kill, it should kill. Yeah. With the rocks damage and everything. And we have extreme speed on Infernape as well. Not Infernape. Greninja. So, the Thunder Wave miss on Infernape, obviously that's unfortunate because we literally just win the game from that point. But absolutely not out of our hands. I think we still have this game pretty locked down. Yeah, good show for good show from Salamence. I was really hoping it would really, you know. Oh, I mean, I'm encoring you if I can. Yeah, and that's great because now Infernape will be forced to come out. Yeah, and we outsped it, right? So that's one game to 32. We can lock in a win with Greninja. I think we'll give this one to Forsberg in honor of Pred's playoff run. Yeah. No, we gotta do Greninja. Sorry, guys. You 346, 352. Yeah. All right, great battle. I think probably I was actually feeling kind of down after the Empoleon in that area, but yeah, Arcanine just brought so much pressure to this game that was absolutely game changing. So really great work from the whole squad, and yeah, we're going to round 2. Yeah, great showing. I loved the work that every single one of these mons put in. They all had their own individual merits. And Empoleon obviously doing the least, but even then, like Defog, if we had the Toxic Spikes, Screamtail would not be able to do what it did in the end game. So absolutely pivotal roles for all of them. And yeah, we're going into week 2 on Sunday. We're facing Umbra, another opponent that we played earlier in the season. A Revival Blessing. Cats, you know how it is. Hopefully we'll be able to find a way to break through this. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Peace.